This is a video on this, and I'm not Dr. Miro, I'm Eric, and with BC25 we got a new keyword. And what is a keyword in a language? Well, a keyword is kind of the fundamental pieces that builds up the construction of a language. And the keyword we got is this, which is a keyword that is known in many other languages for being a self-reference. This is something that comes out of object-oriented languages primarily, where you're inside an object and you want to, either you want to pass yourself off as a parameter to something, or you want to distinguish between, are you calling a global variable that is named ABC, or you're calling a method, not a method, but a property on the object you're in. So you can do this dot ABC instead, and avoid confusion what scope is in play and so on. You could say that, hang on, Eric, we have had this in this, not as this, in Business Central, in Nav, in AL for decades. But isn't it just the same as the cur page, cur report? It kind of is, but it's not. But let me show you. Here is Visual Studio Code, and I just created an empty app as usual. So let's start by looking at the case that Microsoft kind of presented this way. So if we create a code unit here, test, I don't know why. See, when you write test, it decides that, hang on, stuff that starts with T is clearly always a snippet, but it's not a snippet, it's just something else. So if I do trigger on run, right, so up until this version, there's no way for us to pass the code unit itself. And the interesting part is that, let me show you a construct that is getting more and more traction. So we got the email code unit. That's great. But then we also got the email message code unit. So now you see email, that's kind of a code unit, old school. We can do email.send, right? And then we pass an email, but the email we pass is a code unit. So we will pass our other code unit. So now this code unit, the email code unit, is a library of code, just like code units have been since the early 90s. But email message, that's a value. It's an object. So what we can do with email message is that we can create itself, bill at gates.microsoft, hello, and hello. Right now we built created an email, and we could do add attachments and so on. So this is a variable. This is value more than it's just a library of things. So if I for some reason had to do another email, I could create another email message. Right. I would never say, okay, now I need to send the other one, so I create another send code unit, because this is just a library of code. This is data. Okay, so but let's say that test is something more akin to the email message than it is to email. Then we might end up in a situation where where we need to pass ourselves on to somebody else. Maybe we have a a verify function sitting somewhere. So maybe we have a another code unit called verify test. That's close enough, right? And we have a verify function here, and this one takes a test, which is a code unit of type test. Wow, that's impressive. So now we have a verify function. Maybe one of the var should be, I think it's maybe we should do a video on this at some point in time, when to var and when not to var. Let me know in comments below if you want me to do that. But now here I can actually go and say, okay, let's get rid of the email thing again, and then do verify code unit is a verify test. Now I can do verify.verify, and I can pass this. A var argument must be assigned. Okay, so in this case, this can actually not be varred. Interesting. But it is varred by definition. So when a code unit is passed as a parameter, it's by ref, it's not by value. Anyway, so this we could never do before. We didn't have a cur code unit. That construct didn't work. But we can now with this. So that's pretty cool. Where this, I'm just trying to say as many puns with this as possible in this video, just to get it out of my system. So what we can do also, so let's create a page instead. And we'll do a trigger on open page, because now we have this here, right? So we have this, which is a page, but we also have cur page, which is also a page. But here's the thing, cur page is a magic construct that is not really a, so let's continue our verify function down here. So we can do verify page. So clearly we have to pass a page. We cannot pass a cur page, right? So we have to pass a page. And we even have to pass a page of what did we call it? This test. So now we pass a page. So if we added a do verify code unit, wow, code unit verify. Now we could do verify.verify page. And what can we pass? Can we pass cur page? No, because cannot convert from cur page this test to page this test. So cur page is a different construct. It's not a page. It's a pseudo. I don't know. I am not sure what it actually is. But what I can do is that I can pass. I thought I could pass this. Let's say argument 1 cannot convert from page this test to page this test. Wow. You see, sometimes I learn stuff in these videos too. I thought I already did this somewhere. That is That is interesting. Let's if you know why I screwed up here, comments below. I'm totally gonna create a report now. This report, and I'm gonna pass a function here called verify report. R is a report of this report. Maybe I'm asking too much. That has been known to happen. On init report, maybe. And we grab the verify thingy again, and then we do verify.verify report this. And that works. Okay, hang on. Verify page. Page is this page, this test. Okay, can we compile it? No. The compiler and the language server are in an agreement of this. Interesting. Okay, I'm totally gonna try another one. So what you can see here is that now. Okay, sorry. Scatterbrain, I get sidetracked. So back to the difference between this and cur something. So if I do this dot, then I have cur page. So I can do this cur page dot update. I cannot do this does update. Or can I? Wow. I can do this dot update. There seems to be okay. So here's why I thought I couldn't do that. Let me go down here, and then I create an XML port. Everyone's favorite XML this. Everyone's favorite object type, right? Let's actually make this bigger. Trigger on init here. So we got this again. This dot cur XMLPort dot break, that worked. But if I do this dot break, that fails. So that's why I thought that I couldn't do this dot update, but I can. So I guess this doesn't work the same way on all objects, which is interesting. Okay, so now we have to do the verify thing here, right? So we have to do a verify XMLPort. P XMLPort XML this. So we go up here, and then we find our XMLPort here, and then we add the verify codeunit verify test, and then we do verify the XMLPort this. Okay, am I just a complete idiot right now? I create a page called this test. I have a function that takes this test page as a parameter. And it tells me it has to be a bug somewhere. I'm sure Microsoft going to fix this at some point. Cannot convert from page this test to page this test. Look like something that could happen in my toolbox compiler. But you get the idea that the difference between on pages, the difference between cur page gives you the access to stuff on the page, but this is the page itself. I guess that's the, and apparently on this for pages, we got all the functions updated. This on, in this case, XMLPorts, we got some of them, but not all of them. Unless it's so clever saying that you cannot do break on init. I think we better try that before somebody blames me for saying, hey Eric, that's an unfair test. But then we have to do, let's do the following. Let's grab an XML port somewhere. This is a simple one. I thought we can get an even simpler one, can't we? Where is the simplest XML port? Schema, text element, table element, that's pretty. There we go. Let's grab that one. So can we now say here trigger on after get record, can we do this dot break? We cannot. Okay, so I guess this needs a bit of improvement. But the main reason we got this is to, when you use a code unit more as an object and the ability to pass yourself onto somebody else. That is the main reason we have this now. But you can see that it is getting into a lot of other objects. Anyway, I don't think I can milk this anymore. So if you want to see some more AL hacking, check out this video. It's a good one. I'll see you there. Take care. Bye.